Okay, today I'll be demonstrating my game with a brand new scenario that I recently developed, and I've playtested this once so far, so it's not quite ready yet, but I found it enjoyable nonetheless. I might as well just explain to you the board and what's going on, but I am playing this as a solo player, and I have a squad of a shaper, or two shapers and an invoker. I've already have my maneuvers picked out. I have my characters on my tactical board here. I have my cheat sheet and effort deck here. And I have the encounters, and I have a modified version of the tutorial map for this little showcase. That's pretty much it. So let me go over the scenario. So this is the scenario, what it's called. It's called Curse of the Crypt. And the basic idea is that a crypt causes a curse on you and the rest of the players. And in order to end the curse, you have to find the crypt. And you have to obtain a bunch of different clues to be able to find the crypt. And if you find more than enough clues, then you also get a special bonus right here. But after you find the crypt, then you have to beat one final combat encounter. And that ends the game. And you complete the scenario. You find the clues in the quest drawers, the encounter drawers, and the encounter deck and the dangerous encounter deck. But you can also find them by traveling to both of these camps. So there's a lot of different ways, but you need to progress down those ways to actually get them. I lost both of the other times that I attempted this scenario because the black skeletons were overpowered. But basically, what happens is every combat, these black skeletons appear on your combat board, and they grow in power and number as time goes on. So it pressures the players to win the game quickly, and I expect this entire scenario to be done within maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. So let's actually see how that works. I guess a little bit longer because I'm narrating. All right. So first things first, let's go to our map. We start on this party, and we start here with this party token, and I'm at the city. And we are going to be taking a look at some quests that we can do so that we can get progression underway and hopefully complete a few of those before turn 2. Then we might also decide to get a few items. Let's see. So we start the hub action by milling 5. And then we take a look at some quests. Oh, these are quite nice. These are quite nice early quests. See, these are traits. These are not what I wanted. Okay. Anything else here? Oh yeah, I wanted to take a look at some armor. Okay, cool. I have the warp scales, which are excellent for Chaos Tap users. They add some extra damage on the Chaos Tap whenever it is used in the form of a new attack. And so I'm definitely going to get that because I have 2 shapers with Chaos Tap. This is very nice. I think I'm gonna go with these 2. And I'll put this back. scales. I'll put this on the shaper. I'm buying this one. I can buy any of these items for 5. That's from the hub for 5. So I did that. I am at 0 resources, so it's a little bit risky for me now. But here we go. So my objectives are to collect and to eliminate Pouncers or Wandering Husks. This should be doable. I need to draw 5 cards. And then I also need to get to both of these camps. So this is a dangerous camp. It's in the danger area, and I don't want to deal with that yet. So I think I'm going to go for the hills. I'm going to mill. So I might as well just explain the travel action. Here we mill a bunch of cards, and then we move tiles for the number of cards milled, and then we draw an encounter card, and then we perform what is effectively my version of the skill check with several different skills depending on what the player wants to do, and those are done in a special method that I will probably show you right now. But first, let's actually start the travel action, and then let's decide. Let's mill 4. I think that will be to move 4 tiles. And no, to move 2 tiles, and then we draw one of these. Let's make these sure these are shuffled first. Okay, there we go. And let's make sure this is shuffled as well. This is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I will pass any red cards, basically, that I draw. So, okay. Now I can show you how the check works. So I'm trying to look for a bunch of Pouncers and Wandering Husks. So I want to do awareness checks here to draw more encounters and reveal them. Right? Lore allows me to collect tiles from the adjacent tile, and that is also one of my quests right here. And stealth is what allows me to avoid encounters that I don't want. I don't really want to do stealth because I don't have any skill points on that. So at the moment, let's just go with a few. And we can draw a number of cards equal to 1 plus our spec, and our spec for awareness is 3. Our spec for lore is 1. So I'll draw this. Let's try to get 2 of those. See here. We're probably going to fail at least a few of them. Okay, so we will. I don't want to try to mill out yet, just yet. Okay, that's not bad. We're failing this one, but this is an auto pass. So what happens? Let me actually bring this up so I can show you exactly what happens. So this is how you calculate whether or not something is a fail. So this number needs to be equal to or below your spec for the skill. In this case, the awareness is 3, and this is the lore, which is 1. And all of these red cards are worth a value of equal to your spec. And the ones, if they are the correct suit, then they are equal to double your spec. So for example, I would be able to spend this diamonds to reduce the value of this 8 by double my spec, or I could spend this hearts to reduce the value of this diamonds by my spec once, right? So this is double, this is once, because both of these are the correct color, this is the correct suit. But this row has, let's see, only one spec. So this means that only the hearts are worth 2 and the diamonds are just worth 1, which is unfortunate. So I have no way of passing that. But this is passed automatically because it is lower than 3. And this reduces this to 2. And then that is passed. And this is failed. So that was a lore check and a awareness check on the travel action. And I passed 2 on awareness, and I passed 1 on I passed 2 on awareness, and I passed none on lore. But I do get 1 success for attempting it. So I get to do this 1 time. And I get to do this a total of 3 times. So I will choose to draw 2. Oh, I also have to draw up to 5. Draw 2. And then reveal 2. Okay, cool. So luckily I found the pouncers before they attacked me. So I can just dictate where they spawn in the game. If they spawn in melee with an attack on me, they will be very difficult to deal with. But if they are revealed before the end of your turn, then you can just dictate where they spawn when combat starts. So let me finish doing my turn right now. So I failed 1 card, so I have to mill 2. I can move 1 more, but I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to end my turn here. I will take a risk and try to do it. Okay. So I will start a travel action with 2 and no checks to just draw 1 more encounter. And I will then... Okay, so 2 encounters. Yeah. I don't know where that went. Whatever. Okay, so now I will end my turn. If I ran out of this deck before the end of my turn, then I would have to add 1 fatigue card into my deck. The fatigue card you can see is right over here. Whenever this card is milled, paid, or discarded, lose 1 supply, and it is no suit. So that means that it is actually quite bad because it dilutes your deck and it reduces the amount of supplies you have. I did do 1 lore, so I gain 1 supply, and this is progressed a little bit. And so this should be 14. So where's the other card? Okay, cool. The card is here. Right. So I can keep the hand that I've already drawn, and I can just remake my deck. And now I have to review all of these. Okay, so we have the Wandering Husk, Wandering Trader, Pouncers, and the Black Skeletons. Let's resolve the Wandering Husk first. No, we don't use this. So this is a endurance task of 1 out of 2. So that means that I have to draw 1 or 2, and I have to pass at least 1. And then if I fail, I gain 2 fatigue. Not going to happen. Is going to happen. So I have 2 endurance right here, which means that my value of my diamond is 4 on this one. This is failed, but I get 1 pass, which is good. I mill 2 for the fail, but that's fine. This will turn into combat now. This will turn into combat too. Wandering Trader. Now let's try the reveal 3 items. Each one costs 4 supplies. I will reveal 2 armor and weapons. Oh, there's another warp scales, and there's a shifting armor, and there's a harpoon. All pretty good things. I need to draw 1 more. Let's draw 2 cards, and if I can't pass either of them, I cannot pass either of them. So my spec for social, which is the requirement on this card, is 0, which means that all of the cards in my hand are worth a minimum value of 1, and I have to get these to 0, which means that this is a really difficult check, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So I have to mill 4. All right. Now I'm somewhat confident about being able to defeat these 2 guys, but I also have the black skeleton, which will be a little bit difficult. Black skeleton. What are the spawn rules on that? Spawn 6 to 10 tiles away. That's fine. And pouncers. The Wandering Husk was face down, so they get me by surprise, so I have to follow the spawn rules for that, which was 3 tiles away. Within 3 tiles. And then pouncers. And I can choose where the pouncers spawn. And they go first because I did not discover the husks. But I can basically force the pouncers to be over here. I think I'd rather have the pouncers be over here and over here in order so that I can have them focus on different characters. And so one character is not just completely overwhelmed. Yeah, might as well start. Let's see the combat stuff that I have. I have Chaos Bolt and Frost Claw, and I have a lot of hearts. So I should be able to deal with the husks early. They go first. These guys are at 3. Let's see. Oh, husks and pouncers. 3 focus, 2 focus. And these should be at 3 as well. Chaos Staff is probably what I wanted to do. I can only draw cards with Frost Claw. So I don't really have any way of dealing with... I have no way of dealing with the Pouncers early on. Alright, we might as well start the combat. So let me show you how the enemies work. So the general behavior is right here, but it's actually very straightforward. So they follow their actions first on their turn, and then they, under specific conditions, they draw a special card, and the special card is just a general card with a suit, and this suit changes their behavior, where they basically do an extra move, and it's basically a reaction, and it depends on what suit you draw, and then it chooses from a bunch of different reactions. So it is a little bit undetermined, or there's some probability in how they react. So it is not entirely set in stone. Now let's see. Okay. So when they get into melee with me, then I'm actually under a lot of pressure. So, and this guy does a lot of damage from experience. So I can't really do much, unfortunately. I have to just fight these guys. I am going to... Well, the husks go first in the combat, because they are the first ones. And I'm going to just decide to... They move towards me, and then they advance towards me with an attack. And I'm going to dodge the 2 attacks. So here for dodging, right? Let me show you. This is how much you dodge by. So if I were to take the dodge action, which you can see right here, if I were to take the dodge action, I add this little evade space in front of my character. And if enemies attack that space, then they miss my opponent. And the dodge only works for one strike in the attack. But luckily, both of these guys only have one attack. So I'm able to dodge both of those, because their aim is 1. And this gives me 2 evade, which means that I dodge both of those, and it's not a problem. But now he has no focus, so he's going to be... he's going to be vulnerable to anything else that happens. So then the pouncers go. So then they also only make 1 melee attack. That's okay. So he's going to move to here, and then he's going to make 1 melee attack, and then he is going to dodge that. That is a really strong melee attack. And the same thing happens here. Pretty straightforward. Now the black skeleton goes. And this is the one where I think is potentially dangerous. They get more powerful over time, but for now, they will just do this. advance with range attack. On hit, exposed. And then advance with melee attack, and they have 5 speed. So that's 4. That's 5. I'm going to choose to have this guy get attacked. Because I can choose, because they are both equidistant. So I am going to dodge. I'm going to dodge the ranged attack, but then he will come in with a melee attack, and he will deal 2 damage with that melee attack and 1 force. That will destroy my armor. On that shaper. I didn't decide which shaper was which. Oh wait, no. If that's attacking that, okay. Let's roll a die. Evens, it's this one. Odds, it's this one. Odds, it's this one. Okay, so then this takes 2 wounds right here. So now the armor is destroyed, and now my vitals is next if it were to be attacked. Right, only he has some focus left. But I think he's going to keep it for now. These guys have 2. These guys have 3. Oh, the black skeleton at the... Oh, I can show you the card thing now. At +2 focus at the end of its turn, it will draw the thing. So it will use 2 focus right now to draw a card. I should have had 10 of these cards set up before the game. I mean, before starting combat, but that's okay. Right. So, what does he do? Spades. So he gets aim and until the end of combat. So he boosts his aim for the next turn, and then the nearest target within 6 tiles loses 1 wound and 1 focus. This will be this guy. I will choose him, and he will take 1 damage there, but he has no focus to lose, so that is fine. So the difficult part now is getting away from these pouncers. The Chaos Bolt right here will help me significantly. So these guys regain 1 focus at the beginning of their turn. The pouncers are the difficult ones to deal with. think I'm going to try to use destroy my ice construct and gain 2 cards by doing this. So I am going to summon my shield with the invoker, ice guard, to block. And I will decide to block this pouncer. And then I will move with the invoker to this position right here. The pouncer will react because I am a threatened target and he takes any action. And let's see how he reacts. He uses clubs. 2 melee attacks in target, prioritizing the triggering target. Okay. So that will do no damage because the ice guard blocks both attacks. It has 2 hardness. Okay, so I didn't actually break the ice construct. That is fine. Whatever. But he's out of there, and now the pouncer has 1 HP. Sorry, only 1 focus, so that's okay. Let's see what happens, actually. Let's try to chaos tap with this guy. Let's heal. This is going to provoke. That is going to attack the lowest wound target within 6 tiles, which is this guy. He is going to dodge. That is very nice. So he has no more focus, but since this is going through, it actually does work. Now the effect actually happens. The attack of opportunity. No. Actually, no. The effect happens. This is delayed, so I can't dodge. So I get 2 HP back, and then the thing happens. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. So he's going to be taking 2 damage again. But that's alright. What do I draw? I draw a spades. So he gains extra damage on an attack. He gains extra damage on his next attack. That was a swift action. I'm going to move to this position. Then I'm going to use Chaos Bolt. I can kill both pouncers this turn, which is really nice. I'm going to move to this position here. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. And then I am going to focus on this guy, which will hit all of those. I'm going to Chaos Bolt. And this means that they are being hit. And I'm going to hit both this guy and this guy with 2 Chaos Bolts. And they have improved wound damage because they have... they're buffed because of Chaos Tap. And I will be discarding 2 hearts for that. No, I discard 1 heart for the Chaos Tap effect, and I draw 1 for the Chaos Tap effect. And they are also staggered And they are... Oh wait, technically he couldn't move. So he couldn't move because he's staggered. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. The opponents are staggered though. He's just going to blow things up. That's the way it is. So the Pouncer is going to take 3 energy damage, which will destroy the body. And does it do 2 force? It does 1 force and then 2 force. Which it hits here, so it doesn't quite knock him out. But I can push the Pouncer back if I wanted to. The AoE will destroy the Bouncer, so that's fine. That's one gone here. How much damage is this guy taking? He's taking 1 from the explosion. And he should be also taking another 1 from the explosion, but that might... Oh yeah, Chaos Bolt is done. How much does the explosion do in force? Yeah. Okay, so then this guy, he takes 1 from the explosion. Where are my dice? Over here. Okay. Takes 1 from the explosion. This guy takes nothing from both explosions, but he takes 1 from the blast. I mean, 1 from the original Chaos Bolt. So these guys, I have to draw cards for them. They are doing spades. So one of them does a delayed advance, and the other one resists 1 wound damage. So these guys, that one does a delayed advance. That one takes the hit. Do the husks have any poise? No, they do not. So I actually knock him out of his delayed advance because the force hits that. And he is down though. I am going to have the Shaper. This guy, he has the warped scale, so he can do some good things. He's going to Chaos Tap to blow himself up, and he will also shift positions to, I think I want to shift back here. Or I can shift actually up. Yeah. So Chaos Tap and draw. And he's going to be losing his focus, but he will be able to heal the other person. So I will shift here, here, and here. That's 2 wounds and 2 force on the attack? Yeah. So this guy takes 1 less, but this guy takes 2, and he is unconscious. This guy I can move away if I wanted to. No, I'm going to trip him instead. And then it goes off, explodes. He doesn't take any damage from it. This guy takes a little bit of damage. And I am going to shoot the Pouncer with the Daylight Spear and the crossbow. So I'm going to first shoot them with the crossbow. I'm going to use the Assayo action. Let me show you what this is. Here we are. So the Assayo action, I attack with double my technique. So the way that you do techniques, I've been using abilities so far, is that you have a technique value that is here, and then you use that to pay the weapon costs. And this allows me to potentially use a dagger once and use a crossbow once. The first number is the initial attack. The second number is a follow-up cost. So if I wanted to make 2 dagger attacks, I'd have to pay 3. But if there's just 1 number there, then all of the attacks cost that number. So for example, I can use if I would do the Assail action, I can use the crossbow. This is doubled, so I can use the crossbow 2 times, or I can use the crossbow and Daylight Spear. And I'm going to use the crossbow and Daylight Spear because that's just a lot more damage. So I'm going to shoot him with the crossbow first, which will destroy his body, and then the Daylight Spear will do 3 damage to him, and so it will knock this guy out. Nicely done. Then all that remains are these guys over here. This guy is healed a little bit, but he has no focus, which is unfortunate. Anything else? I think I'm okay. Oh, I can activate Frost Claw, but my shield is on over here, so that won't matter. One, two, three. I can spawn the shield over there. Oh, wait, no, I have not made my standard action with this guy yet. That would be important. So I am going to throw 2 nets on this guy. And this will entangle this guy 4, and this will paralyze him. Because he only has 3 focus, and 4 is above 3. And then I will use my Frost Claw here. I will spend this, summon my Frost Claw right here. 3 tiles away. So 1, 2, 3. And that hits this area with 2 wounds energy damage. So this guy goes up to 4. This guy is actually knocked out. And this guy goes to 6 entangle. So that's the end of the encounter. He cannot do anything. Alright. Cool. Everything done. Quest completed on pest control, which is really, really good. So I gain 1 awareness. And 1 strength. Is it focus and health? Right? Yes. And these get added to my skills and then all of my characters. I will stack these now. I didn't really need more awareness and endurance, but I'm happy I got it. This is done. I gained 6 supplies too. That's really nice. And these go on all of my characters. That's really big. I have a good feeling about this game. Okay, and I defeated the black skeleton, which gives me 1 enchantment each. So I gain 1 enchantment as well. Fade against the first strike each turn. That is really nice. I'm going to put that on the Invoker. That's really good. And then he pouncers. Oh, and I've defeated both of these, so I gain 5 supplies. That is really nice. Okay, so this is completed. And these are eliminated. Alright. Cool. Still want the supplies, but I can start that on that now, and I can get to the... I can get to that area now as well, potentially. So where's my last card area? I need to... Oh, I have not added my fatigue. I gain 1 fatigue because one of my characters has an injury. This one. Okay. 16. Okay, yeah, 21 now. That's good. Let's get to the camp. I should be able to do that in 1 action. But I do want to collect a little bit. So I will mill 6 and see where that takes me. Milling 6. I have 4 awareness now, so that's really high. I'll try the hide as well. I'll try 4 cards. No, I'll try 2 cards. Awareness. And I will try 2 for the collection. I should not mill out, I think. Okay, so I have 4, so this is worth 8 for this. That's a pass. And then these 2 are passes. None of those are passes, so that's 2 fails. The lords were both fails. And this is a fail too, so that's 6 cards. And then just 1 for these, and that is fine. So I mill 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. God damn it, I milled the fatigue. I was so close. And then I draw 3. Haha. And I am still... I've passed all of the awareness and nothing of the rest. So... all of the awareness and nothing of the rest. And I move to here. So this means I gain another clue. All right. I gain 1 supply because I was doing collecting. And this is a little bit closer. I need to draw 1. I forgot to do that. I have 3 passes for awareness. So I'm going to draw 2, and I'm going to reveal them all. That's a lot of enemies. I am going to hide from the pouncers. They are not worth it. Put them into the bottom of the deck. And then I will end my turn. I think that is the right way to go. I'm satisfied so far. All right. So now, back to business. He is injured still, so he's going to have a difficult position. His maximum wounds is reduced by 1/2, so it's 2, and his speed is reduced by 1/2, so it's 2. But he's still more or less combat capable. He just can't run or take damage. Let me collect these cards and do some maintenance here. Cool. And I'll do the Wandering Husk, and I cannot attempt the Dead Out. I might as well attempt the Dead Outlaws. I'll try it. First, the Wandering Husk. 3 endurance. That is a pass. With 1 card, that is okay. 4. Oh, no, sorry. These need to be put back in. Draw 4. I need to label the decks a little bit better. And now I can potentially pass these guys if I draw another. Okay. No, I am 1 away. Literally, if I had 1 social, I would be able to do this. But I do not. That is unfortunate. Okay, so then these dead outlaws are my enemies. And I have to mill 4. I pay 2 to pass this. That's okay. And okay. Alright, so Dead Outlaws, Wandering Husks, and 2 of the other skeletons. All of them revealed, so I get to go first. Okay, so the Dead Outlaws are actually going to be really easy then. Because I can deal with the crossbow skeletons early, and the glaive skeletons are actually the spear skeletons, so that's fine. So I will position my guys such that the shapers are dealing with the spear skeletons, and they are in range of them. The injured guy will be back here. Sorry. And we will have the archers. Or the crossbow skeletons. And we will put both crossbow skeletons right here. And these guys have 3. And these guys go down very, very quickly. I'm going to put these guys over here, actually. That way they're all in range of the explosion. And these guys have 2. Alright. So now we can start. Oh wait, we have extra focus. Yeah. I think I'm just going to... I have a nice frost claw here. So I can end my turn with frost clawing all of these enemies, which will screw them all over. The shaper is going to get hit by that too, but I can do it at the end of my turn. So that is okay. My objective is to ideally attack with this guy first, or do stuff with him first. Let's use Chaos Bolt then. And let's hit this black skeleton, actually. Let's hit these black skeletons to have them reduce their focus and heal. So that is going to pay that. Fire 2 shots over here. These guys are doing what? They are paying 2. Are they within 6 tiles of this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not quite. So they are going to gain +1 spades at... No, they don't do that. One of them dodges the next strike, and then a delayed advance. So one of them dodges it, and then advances, but cannot actually get into the melee, which is nice. So no damage on that. And this one boosts its aim until end of combat. But and it's not in range of this guy either. And he gets hit with some regenerating stuff. And what is the other one? So he is now staggered, and he's lost 2 focus. So he's actually in a difficult position. He has more damage on his next attack, but he's doing a little bit badly. The staggered is going to wear off in this turn, so it doesn't matter. That was good. Oh, but these guys go first. No, they should be doing the delayed reaction. But he took an action. So they do, in fact, react. Oh, come on. This guy's gone. These 2 are gone. So block. So he's going to be attacked with a melee attack. Okay. Block and attack. Full block. Delayed, staggered, and attack. Delayed, staggered, and attack. The attacks will get through. And they will cause me to be staggered. So I will take 2, and I will become staggered 2 as well. Which is relatively unfortunate, but I can still take some actions. This gets replaced. Second win, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to Chaos Tap again and Cure 2. That's the best way. So I have to pay 2 because I am staggered. But I can pay this and then I can gain back that HP and cure that stagger. So these guys now go hearts. Okay, so he does nothing. He does nothing. That should be right here. Now let me. He is going to block, but he was already full blocking, so then he's going to do the swipe. What is this? Okay, so another guy is full blocking. Full blocking. Okay, so none of them actually do any damage to me. And I spent all of these guys' cards on that. So, and I gain 2 back. I lose 2 focus, but I am no longer staggered. That is nice. Now they're really all just sitting ducks here. I'm going to use a standard action to throw 2 nets on this black skeleton. I'm going to give him 4 entangle. It will be reduced to 2 on his turn because he now reduces all conditions by 1 at the beginning of turn, so he's less cheesable than last time. But that will do an okay job. I will actually move with this guy up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will throw another 2 nets onto him. And that will get rid of him. He's not going to be able to act this combat because he is at 8. Black skeleton, this guy. I will then use move to here. No, I can use it from here. I am going to spawn my shield on this crossbow skeleton right here. And then I am going to prepare. And then I will use my Frost Claw. And I will spend 3 focus on that to boost my aim by 3. And the Frost Claw hits 2, and I have 2. So this is a very accurate and powerful one. Spear skeletons, they are hit on the body. All of them are shielding now. So they are hit on the body, and they take 1 damage to the body, but 2 force. So they are actually all down. These guys, they should be dodging. but it starts 3. So that means they take 1 to the body and 2 force. So they actually all go down. The husks, it's +3. +3. So it hits the vitals. 2 damage to the vitals each. Even on 1 damage, they have 0 poise. So it goes through and they are knocked out. Okay. Shaper though. +3. So this hits 3. So this deals 1 damage to that. Okay, he's still up. He's only taken 1 damage to his scales. Okay, so that was a phenomenal Frostclaw action there. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, so that's a little bit too far away from there, but this guy can start his turn now. Let's resolve this a turn, but if he cannot kill me this round, then I basically win. I dodged the first attack, and I dodged the second. And he does not have. He gains 1 focus on his turn, and he can't do anything. Okay, so then, Black Skeleton. He has. I need 2 dodges, so I dodge the first one, take no damage from that. Then the second one deals 2 wounds to me, which will hit here, but I will still be awake. That's good. So, he's gone. Right. 2 enchantments, 2 supplies, and the Dead Outlaw's finished. So that's 1 weapon. And the Dead Outlaws give what? Three supplies, and they were all defeated. So that is 1 item. Put these back because these are old. I would like some better weapons. Oh, I should not have drawn 2. I draw 1. Okay. Harpoon is acceptable, especially with what I've been doing, which is cheesing the Black Skeletons. Yeah. That's going to be quite nice. And yeah, he's very tanky now. It's quite nice. Why is a Spitfire here? Okay, I don't remember getting this, but whatever. Let's make it back so that we can actually do the hub, eh? So I don't need to draw at the end of my turn for combat. These are both eliminated. I'm doing very well. Okay. Alright, let's mill 6. And let's just do the collections, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three. And I have a lot of awareness, so let's do 1 collection. Attempt 1 collection. And 2 awareness. It should be good. I have 2 clues. Cool. I pass and pass. Pass by default. Cannot do this. So 1 fail. But that's okay. And I draw a counter card. I move 6, and then I'll just do that again. I'll draw 2 more. And then reveal 2. Okay, so I have lost way. But if I'm at a hub, then it will be okay. Or I can hide from it. Yeah, I don't want lost way right now. I just want to get there. Alright, so I'm going to overdo my turn. I finally go over the full deck. So I'm going to mill 6. Gonna draw 1 for each. I will fail some of these, but that's okay. Okay, now I can actually do this. So this is 4, so this is actually a pass right there. Nice. This is a fail. But this is a pass with this. And then I gain 2 more supplies. So 1 supply, 1 supply, 1 supply, 2 supplies. So I am at 5 supplies gathered. Quite good. Have to mill 2. because of the fail, but I had one awareness pass, so I'm going to draw another one, and then I'm going to flip over both of these. I do not want Lost Way right now. I think that's the way to go, because I want to get back home. So I'm going to hide from Lost Way. Trap Scouts. Wreck. Disease. Alright, so I end my turn. I add 1 fatigue. And this should be the last. I should be able to beat the game next turn, I think. If I do it right. So I don't have. Oh, I have the wreck. Oh, yeah. That's another clue. Yeah, I should be able to. Stuck in overgrowth. Okay, so I only have the Trap Scouts as the combat, so I can focus entirely on the Black Skeletons this round. That's very nice. And I am able to get is he still injured? Yeah, because I never rested. Invoker. I want this guy up front because he's really tanky, and the Invoker can support him with the shield. And this guy will be in the back here. I get to go first. Within 6 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Yeah, cool. Nice. Okay. I do get to go first if. Okay, let's put the Trap Scouts back here. And let's draw my hand of cards. I have potential Frostclaw here and a Following Strike. But They have lots more damage now. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to try to cheese them again. Or at least cheese one of them because I have the harpoon. I don't really have very much damage for a third round. That's okay. Alright then. So I'll move up here. Set up a ranged threatened area. No, I can set up a ranged threatened area here, and that's 6 tiles. That's perfect. And I will prepare so I get extra attacks. I know this stuff. I will also set up a ranged threatened area with my net and prepare. And I will prepare with this guy as well. They come at me. They will be moving to here. I will hit them with the net and the harpoon. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to 4, right? So net and harpoon. Does it penetrate the armor? It does penetrate the armor, so his barrier has 1 less, but it is 3. So he is entangled 4, so that means his movement speed is now 1, and he can't go any further. Well, he can continue going 1, but he's paralyzed, and that resolves before the attack. And this guy will do the same thing, and he will get to here. This is really nice. That's really cool. Then that's 4. That's 4, that's 4. Okay, so this guy goes to 1, this guy goes to 1. And then on my turn, they're not recovered, and I just tie them all up, and I leave them there by the side of the road. Okay. That's real good use of the nets and harpoons. Okay, we're going to have that retaliate one on here. So that's fully upgraded. And this is armor enchantment? Yeah. So he has some nice DPS now. Okay. Alright, that's 3 combats. Let's try to finish the game. Okay, so nothing occurred. Let's mill 5 to take the hub action. And let's buy some stuff. Okay, reveal 3 traits, 3 quests. And also 3 items. Let's get 2 armor and 1 weapon. Okay, so there's a Spitfire. Plates, that's nice. Scout threads, okay. Bounty Hunter. Find the anomaly. Oh, there's the endemic life catalog again. Oh, I gained 2 for the trap scouts, right? Yeah, and 1 spec of my choice. I will gain lore, because that seems to be the important one here. No clues, unfortunately, but that's okay. I can probably get to the forest. Yeah, I can just get to the forest before the end. And I can beat the endemic life catalog. Okay, so stuck in overgrowth is also an event, looks like. But I can gather it to gain supplies as well. Did I do the disease? I did not do the disease. I should have done the disease before I did the combat. Okay, whatever. That's done. So 6, 3, that's done. No, 3. Yeah, okay. And then the last one, 7. One of them gains an injury. And that 1 more fatigue. Okay. Well, I get disease now though. Eliminated. There's a wreck and there's overgrowth here. So I am unable to get to the forest camp this turn, but I will be able to. I want this again, so I will grab this. And I will put these back. This is at 5, and this is at 0, but I am able to potentially do both of them at the same time. So, and I will get a little bit close to this one. So I will draw 2. I will travel 2, draw 1 card. And oh wait, I have reshuffled this because those were still dealing with the events. Okay, right, cool. Right, all of the events. Okay, draw 4. Now I mill. Cool. I have an acceptable hand, I think. I could potentially try to fish for the... Oh, and I need a mill 5 for the hub action that I took. That's correct. There we go. I want to maximize my... Because I have stuck in overgrowth here, and I also have wreck. So this means that I will be collecting from each tile in this area. So this one means that I collect +3, and this means I collect 1, 2, 3. So if I pass these, then I fulfill both of these conditions. Which is amazing. And I will draw a lot of awareness. I will dig for that last clue in there. I think that's what I want to do. Pass. 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 That would be a pass. That's a pass 2. If I pass 2 of these, then I... So if I do it like that, this is passed. And if I... This is passed. And this is passed. This is failed, failed, failed. So mill 6. Oh, I didn't pick up these. So I will buy a Spitfire for this guy. And I will buy plate for this guy. The plate is just better. So these have to go away at the moment, but I have them still. Very nice. I milled 6. That's good. I have to draw back up. Pass, pass, pass. Pass, pass. Okay. So 2 passes, which means I can grab from 3 areas. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Both of them are finished. And I gain 2 awareness, 2 lore, not that I need it anymore. And 2 traits. 2 times. So 4 traits in total. That's really cool. Okay, I have a falcon. That's going to be helpful. Jungle sprites. I've never used that one. Ooh. I'm going to put immolate on my invoker. I can put... Yeah. Wow. More cheese. Okay. I'm going to put jungle sprites on the shaper here. And then we're going to put this guy right there. And then for the sake of things, we are going to put Stalwart on the invoker. Alright, so I have a massive power up here. And I have passed, so I can draw 4 of these. And I'm just going to have them unrevealed. And I can't take another turn. I am moving 2. I mean moving 1. Alright. So, let's see what I can do here. Clue. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I am going to, instead of fighting them, I am going to head out and actually fight the Crypt. Okay, here we go. I should be enough. But the problem is... The problem is that while I am in the Crypt, I lose 1 wound at the beginning of my turn. So that is a little bit difficult, but let's try. I've never played this encounter yet. I haven't survived this long. I am really tanky, luckily. And I can cheese the rider. The black skeleton, this guy needs to go away. And will be replaced by these 2 guys. They were both here. Oh. And there should be an undead race right here. That's okay. So, I go first. My priority 1 is the rider. My priority 2 is black skeletons. And then these guys can die pretty quickly. Um, I put immolate on the wrong guy, but he does. But at least he does do. He has the ice shield, right? I should have paid 5. I paid 10 for that. Okay, so I'll give him the scout threads. That's okay. No, the cloth with the boost is better. Yeah, the cloth with the boost is better. I did not have time to rest, so I could not distribute my stuff. That's okay. I will still pay for it. All right, here we go. And this guy should be at 5, right? Yeah, the rider is the sort of first boss in the game. 5, 6, and he hits like a truck. Alright, but I get to go first, and I get to deal with this crap. We're going to have this guy be the harpoon one. And this guy be the Spitfire. Okay, we have Following Strike and we have Spitfire. I have a good feeling about this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure that the Spitfire can deal with the skeletons. And then I will focus on the rider. Okay, so harpoon guy is gonna set up a range threatened area this way. He will then take the jungle sprites action, conjure 3 sprites. He has 3 sprites. And that's going to be amazing for some power. Spitfire. Set up a ranged threatened area. And I will prepare. When the rider comes down with his movement, that is my ability to deal with crap. Invoker. Let's actually shoot the rider right now. I think that's the best option. To see what he does. So the Invoker will use the Daylight Spear to hit the rider. It will be doing 2 damage to him. Does the crossbow do anything? No, the crossbow won't do anything. 2 damage to him. That's okay. And he will be doing, but he will first draw a card to see what he does. It's 4. Hearts. Beginning of next turn, delayed, ranged attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so both of these guys are in range of that. Is this a guarded action? It is a guarded action. So I am not going to dodge that, actually. No, I think I should dodge it. I think I should dodge it. It's... oh, yeah, it is a 3 aim attack. These guys can take it, so... 3 aim attack. There's 1. I am going to... It is still guarded, unfortunately, so this is... That's not going to do very much. So that only does 1 damage. Well, I got rid of that. I should do a little bit more against him, though. Alright, let's make an attack of opportunity on him to see how he reacts again. These guys have expose 2, both of these guys, because they were hit by the thing. But they will take no damage. Retaliate deals 1 more damage to him. Two force. Is that enough to break his horse? No, that almost. So Spitfire, attack of opportunity. That's 1 shot with the Spitfire. No, that's 2 shots with the Spitfire. That's actually quite good. How does this guy react? Hearts again. Alright, so that is +2. These guys are going to take 2 damage each. Because they are being hit by the thing again. But that is okay. Spitfire, so this guy is on fire 2 now. No, if I blinded him with the spear, then these guys can dodge, so they actually take no damage. Cool. The second one hits. Okay, cool. So, blinded one. He's going to be on fire 2 now. Because he reduces conditions by 1. What do I do there? Blinded. Okay, so on fire 2 is okay, but we want more. We're gonna pay another 2. Another 1. No, actually, we're just gonna pay 1 with this guy. To hit him. With an entangle 2. He's being shot with the harpoon. And he will be taking... I will put entangle 1 on him and entangle 2 on him. So, he's entangled and on fire 2. I'm going to decide to shoot him again. So that is entangled 4. That should reduce his ability to do anything on me on his turn, which will be nice, very nice. Spear skeletons. Do I want to do anything more to him? I'm going to swift action with my invoker. To immolate 1. No, there's no point in doing immolation at the moment. Set up a range threatened area. And that will be it. I think. Okay. Spear skeletons are first in their order. So they will be going first. These guys will focus this guy, who can't do anything, but he is tanky. Two, three, four. Then we'll advance. And deal. They can penetrate his armor, so they will do 2 damage to him. He only has one spite remaining. I'll just remember that. They will do 2 damage to him. Do I want to get rid of them? No, I want to save that for the priests. These guys will go over here. Oh, this guy has 1 less focus because he has on the warp scales. Two, 3, 4, and we'll attack. This guy takes 2 damage. And this guy takes 2 damage. But these guys both go down because of the retaliate effect, dealing 3 wounds energy damage, and then force. Oh wait, their shield blocks. No, their shields are both destroyed, but they are still alive, basically. The priests. I will choose to have the priest go here. No, I mean, no, the priest will... Priest, what do they do? 4 tiles. Speed 5. That's correct. I will use this guy. Attack of opportunity, and I will spend 2 focus to shoot this guy while he's moving with the crossbow. Actually, I can do that with just 1 extra focus because that is +2. Okay, he is done. Headshot. This guy moves in to here. And do I have anything that I can do against him? I'll fire my crossbow. Again. He takes 1 damage. Does the Spitfire do anything reasonable? If I make an attack of opportunity, that's 2 damage on him. No, that's 4 burning damage, but then he's potentially vulnerable to the rider. So this could be bad. Yeah, I'll get rid of the priest. This guy took 1 more damage from the place. I don't need... If I shoot with the Spitfire on him twice... No, I still need to take him down with that. Let's hope that this guy doesn't do too bad. He's no longer blinded. He's entangled 3. What is that movement speed on him? Movement speed of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these guys are both injured. That is really unfortunate. Oh, but I do have a second wind up. That is really nice, so I will be able to survive. Oh, this guy does not have extra damage because of he heals 1 at the beginning. Okay. Then he advances. 1, 2. But he cannot make it. Haha. He cannot make it. That's really nice. Okay, then. It is my turn. Going to 3. 3. 1. Oh, these guys need to go. So that's 3. That's 5. Can they hit him? Yeah, they can. Three, 5. It's a 6 tile range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, so they can barely. No, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they can shoot him and him. What will that do? Two damage on here. And then no, that's 4 damage on here. And that is also another 4 damage on here. That's really unfortunate. So these guys both go down. And then they advance. But they can't do anything. Yeah, they have to stay here for the advance. Yes. But then they draw a card. I'm going to draw a card. And this is hearts and hearts. Okay. Then they delayed advance with the melee attack. So they will go for the invoker. That's really unfortunate. Actually. Okay. Wow. Well, I did not survive even a single enemy turn there. Okay, they just had too many people. Because then they will just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they both can make it. And then they cut this guy down. So, ouch. All right, that ended in catastrophe. I think I need to be a bit stronger before I deal with that again. All right. Okay, so that was my first time getting through that siege. I am quite satisfied with how the game has gone in general, though. So I think the combat could be streamlined just a little bit to be a little bit less demanding on the head, but everything else is pretty good. All right then. Peace.